Ready check complete.
I hope Boop will do normal tonight. It should be. Now the sound is fixed.
Jam with the Jimmy taste.
Somebody in one of my link shells posted like a shit ton of nail quotes to get back at somebody, so it would have made their AST go fucking haywire. It's harsh. It's like literally fucking a paragraph of nail quotes. Dynamo beam, dynamo chariot.
Does it work for every chat?
Actually,
Probably.
no.
If the link shell pops up, it'll work, yeah, because it reads the chat log. Like it works with party chat.
Well, cross-world link shell doesn't work.
Twisty BOI.
Oh,
Well, this is an act.
It does.
Apparently it works.
oh the T was
Yeah.
was small.
So yeah.
Yeah, but
Who's Blood Bernie?
He was our
he is.
dragoon a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Oh,
A long, long time ago.
But he's family.
Yeah.
I joined when there was only Mies, Magni, Jimmy, and Blood Bernie.
It's Norwegian flavor. Yes, that's a good one.
Right.
Wow, 10,000. That looked very beautiful.
Hey. Okay. One thing I wanted to say for Grand Octet is wait with running until the first marker appears.
Yeah, people run too early.
Yeah.
I know. I ran too early.
It's fine. Just yeah, just start winning when the first everyone start winning when the first marker appears. Hey.
Tomo, where do you use your sprint before that? Just try to...
I think I've just subconsciously been using it on either Heaven's Fall or 10 Strike.
But at
it's the
Heaven's
other
Fall
shot.
it should be fine. I use it there as
Yeah.
well, I think.
Like I said last time, if you use it for
Yeah, so
Earth-
Heaven.
if you use it for Earthshakers, you will not have it for Octet.
Yeah, I think I've just been using it Earthshakers because I've been worried about getting into position properly.
Which is
Hmm.
fine.
Uh,
So, you don't need sprint necessarily for Octet, but it does help. so I would prioritize it.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it this time.
And remember that Earthshakers are distance-based, but you do need to spread them out, so you don't have to go all the way to the edge, so it might save your sprint
Yeah.
there as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, if everyone pops foods, then we can go.
Ready check. Ready check complete.
Let's go.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Hash, Jimmy. Buster. Hash, Lapy. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash, Jimmy, Azurin. Buster. Hash, Lapy, Tomo. Twisters. Hash, Jimmy, Lapy.
Oh,
Adlo.
What's O?
it's fireball, right?
Adlo.
Okay. Didn't see the
Thunder.
Left.
In then out. Fire in.
paralyzed.
Alright.
And so. Join me to die.
Cleanse 2. Magna. You die.
I think I need to start popping sprint if I get that.
You do you?
Do you want me to say it when you have it?
No, I knew I had it. I was over there, but I ran back too soon to go out. Because like the past couple of times I've had it, I've been hit by the out because I haven't been quick enough. Now I can just run backwards, but it means the puddle's over in Narnia, so I think I
You
just
might
pop sprint if that
you
happens.
might just have to sacrifice DPS there.
I've got
Yeah,
triple burst up. It's not.
Well then, it's no
He's
problem to
placing-
wait
he's-
for the thunder and then run. I do it all the time without sprint.
Jin, he's placing the marks there.
Oh, okay.
Well, need to
Yeah,
close.
so
it's-
it's a bit tight for me. So I have like 2 seconds on thunder, but it doesn't. It's a bit weird. Anyway,
Need to close ready.
I forgot.
Let's go.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Twisters.
Oh,
Ow. Yeah, it was my hobby point. Slide me out.
Hash. Tomo. Buster. Hash. Leafy. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash. Leafy. Tomo. Buster. Hash. Leafy.
A.
Azurin. Twisters. Hash. Tomo. Jimmy. Adlo.
Fire resistance gem.
In then out.
in and out.
Fire in.
Out.
Cleanse 1. Danza. Cleanse 2, Jimmy. Marks, NW, E,
Fire out.
SW. Stack then out.
Stack, then out.
Two. Cleanse 1, Tomo. Thunder. Cleanse 2, Jam. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Lapy.
Spread.
Spread then in.
In, after spread.
Fire in. Cleanse 1, Mice. Cleanse 2, Azurin. Cleanse 3, Magna. Dive 1, Lady.
It's stack.
Dive from
2,
tank then stack. Go to sea. Adlo. Spread then in.
Spread and then in. In. Oh.
Pushed up. To the... Stacking 1, looking to dive.
Adlo.
Twister.
Twisters. Shaker.
On 1, looking for nail.
Stack.
1, 2,
Chica Blair.
bubble behind bar.
Wow.
Covered. Fell room next. Nail.
In then spread.
In and spread. In and spread.
Chica Blair.
Flare Breath after this, and then Heaven's Fall.
Twisters.
Tower on nail. Stay out. One, two, start making your way in. One.
Giga Flare.
That's it. We got triple Flare Breath coming up on Dancer. Ten Strike is next.
At those points.
Adlo.
The Admiral.
Great.
Alright, spread.
Hash. Mize. Azurin. Jin. Hash. Mize. Azurin. Jin.
That shit is coming up.
Safe spot. Safe spot.
Danza for the second safe spot. To me.
Oh, shit.
Giga Flare.
Heal LB.
You die.
Survive. Focus on you living meat if you have to.
Adlo.
Octet is coming up. Alright. Stacking on one, looking for Baha, then opposite.
One. Magnet.
Clockwise.
Nail. 3. Danza. 4. Leafy.
Off we go.
5. Jimmy. 6. Magnet.
It's okay,
Yeah,
just
it's
keep with the group, Pop sprint now if you have it. Get past Bahamut, wait for red mark, run them in.
Twin
7.
is on.
Stack Azurin. Baha.
I don't know, because it didn't come.
Stack for the Mega Flare stack.
Tower.
Where is it? Oh well.
Twisters.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh, okay.
You died.
I revived too
I'm-
early.
If
The
that
red
happens
mark
again,
is again
For some reason.
the red mark is Twintania.
the red mark is Bahamut. The Twintania mark is green.
Oh,
Seven.
okay.
The reason
I
we
think it
run
was
past
on
Baham-
me.
I was confused.
Your bot might not have worked, Jin, because we had deaths and it fucks with.
Yeah, but
markers,
it.
'cause-
I think it dived through me, and it should have been on me anyway.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way when people are dead, because you can get multiple marks and then it becomes random, which is really. So if that happens again, I'd say if you don't have time to raise, just use the healer LP, even if it's only 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
May as well
wanted to get
practice.
up just in time to be alone on the battlefield and then raise everyone. But
Yeah,
I was too
next time-
early.
Next time I will just use the UCoB for the.
Also, if we don't, I can use the tank LB, and then we don't have to stack for Mega Flare, and we can stack in the towers instead, like one person still per tower, of course. But we don't need to stack for Mega Flare because tank LB absorbs it. So that's good for practice as well. If we have deaths and haven't used the LB for healing, I'll use tank LB maybe, just for practicing purposes.
I'm so used to running the far away thing that I was like, I was standing in the bottom right, but I still went to the northeast. That was why I died and why I took Tomo with me or Azeron.
It's a.
It doesn't affect you, Jimmy, but it affects the rotations of all 3 of the DPS.
You lose so much DPS by holding DPS.
You
Yeah.
don't though, because each phase is different.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
do, because the fight time gets shorter from Neil. So when Neil's at 0%, you don't do any damage anyway. So waiting for that.
The fight time is shorter, but your damage is lower on Barmut because your other 3 DPS have their openers fucked. Yes,
no,
the fight is longer.
it's a easier opener, not
It's
a
not.
focus opener.
So getting extra GCDs is a lot better than getting extra buffs.
What I'm telling you is, and what Tomo said, we don't need DPS on Nail, we need DPS on Baha.
We don't need
Yeah.
DPS on Baha though.
Well,
On Golden.
and like I said, it affects the whole rotation for the rest of the fight.
Not just
So-
DPS, it's also mitigation.
Yeah, it's all buffs, not just DPS buffs.
I mean, we lose so much DPS.
Yes,
Where?
we're
At
controlling
the end
our
of now.
damage. We're controlling
How
our
m-
damage.
But it,
What-
it doesn't matter at all.
Over the overall
The
fight.
range
you-
timers are separate. They are completely
I
separate.
suppose it depends what
Like
you
a-
care about, Orcs or Clears.
So, well, that's what I mean. Like, if you want good damage for the whole fight, then it's stupid holding DPS.
We don't want that. We
And
just
like for
want
an example for me,
for the important parts. We need more.
We're
If
just going for
someone
the
dies,
clear.
So that's the thing. We don't need more. it's fine.
It's
We
not
had
just the
we had an
damage, like you said,
we had
it's
an
the-
overkill of like
So-
thousands DPS on new
it's their rotation.
regularly.
And I know for
My-
a fact that my inner release timings become fucked if we push too quickly, and I'm sure the other DPS have these issues with their buffs as well. It's not a question of damage, it's a question of rotation and mitigation.
my old group used to hold DPS on Garuda for like the last mechanic, so that we could do a real opener when Ifrit appears, and it really helped. And it set up the defensive GCD cooldowns as well, so that the warrior had home gang again for the fire cleaves, and it just worked for us way better. And yeah, you know, the DPS just counts on the actual DPS checks because the enrage timers are separate. So you have like 3 minutes or whatever every time on Golden. It doesn't matter how late or early you get to them. So it's
Exactly.
better if you line up your cooldowns for 'em.
Well, we are lining up the cooldowns, but you just line up. It's not worth lining up cooldowns at the expense of losing GCDs. There's no cooldown that doubles your damage, unless you have literally all the cooldown.
Out of interest,
But
did you
then-
ever do turn 7?
Turn 7.
Melusine?
Not properly.
Okay, that explains a lot.
I have seen it.
I don't see the point though, because Nail is completely. You can think of Nail as a completely separate fight from Bahamut though.
But then you can.
Like
you
you're
can
right,
separate
you're right
them
that you're right that GCDs mean more, and it will always mean more. But it doesn't matter because the point is to get good damage on Bahamut in case someone dies during any of the trios.
But like,
So,
I think we're fine
there's-
on
there's-
damage, aren't we? Even with deaths.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but the problem is we don't know how we're fair in ad phase. And later on. Well,
Well, Apphase has nothing to do with Bahamut, right?
no, but it's directly after Bahamut and is also a DPS check of its own.
Yeah.
And my point is, if someone dies, or if 2 people do die, or 3 people do die, like, that DPS could mean the difference.
But we still do ad phase. We can still practice ad phase. If people die in Bahamut and we don't make the DPS check. It's only golden Bahamut when you get the Morn Akbar, which
No one was
That's
arguing
more
that we
damage,
can't
right?
practice them. We're
Yeah.
just talking about aligning rotation and having buffs coming up in the ad phase and for Bahamut as well.
It's just really hard to change stuff like that later on when we get to golden and we don't like we struggle a lot and we keep wiping on the enraged. If we change something then at nail, which is super early in the fight, it just throws off everything else for the healers and tanks mostly.
So that, I mean, the thing is, so the only difference with holding like buffs for Bahuma, right? So you can't use a pop.
It's
'cause
not
you-
about
it's
holding
not-
buffs for Bahamut, it's about killing time for buffs to return for Bahamut, and then aligning those buffs for the entirety of every single phase after that. That
Yeah.
is Bahamut.
That's
golden.
That's the thing, because like if we don't wait until second RP on nail, I have several cooldowns that no longer line with trick. And that kind of screws me over because they will not line with trick for the rest of the fight. All the way up until golden, where it resets. And like that's not only a massive DPS loss, it can kind of screws me in terms of if I need this ability now, I won't have it. And
So
that'll be the same for mitigation.
So you're talking about like a few skills adding 10%, right? Whereas you're losing about 4
Yeah, but we're
5
not
GCDs.
losing anything.
We're not
the point
losing
is we're not losing anything by holding damage on nail because nail is piss easy to reach the enrage.
So
Like-
is Bahuma.
Like once we hit second RP, nail is locked into doing that mechanic and then ending. And as long as you hit it, make him reach 1% or 0% in that time, it doesn't matter what abilities you use. You don't have to think about your damage anymore once you got to that point.
Yeah, just look at it like this. If we get him super low, like first RP message, and he's almost dead, we can just stand around, essentially. And
I mean,
use
I
the
get what you're
time-
saying. You will do a bit more extra damage on Bahuma, but we'll do a lot less damage on Neo.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
we
point is
don't
the damage
need-
on nail
we
is
don't
irrelevant.
need it because he's already dead. We're just using the
But
remaining
that's what I'm
time
saying,
until he does enrage.
It's
to-
the same. It's the same
Bahuma
reason. It's the
as
same
well.
reason why I hold trick on nail, because the trick is more useful on Bahamut. If I were to do what you're saying with all my tricks and like, for instance, trick exactly on cooldown every single time I have it up, we would lose so much damage on the next phase. So I completely disagree with the point there that we shouldn't hold cooldowns, and I think it's going to be
Don't-
important potentially later on.
I don't think you realise the importance of uptime versus buff alignment.
The thing is, Jimmy, what you're saying is we lose damage. Yes, our pass number will decrease, but we
Yes.
don't lose actual damage because it's irrelevant, because Nail is already dead.
But that's what I'm saying. Bahuma is exactly the same. You hit 59%, it doesn't do anything else.
But it makes it
also-
easier to hit
And it's
59%.
not just,
That's
like we
the
said,
thing.
like Lafayette said, Troubadour, other bad mitigations, he needs those back as well. If we push too soon, we don't have all first trio. And that means his alignment for all of his buffs, for all of his mitigation, is different depending on whether we push or hold.
I mean, if we want to do less damage overall, then that's fine. We do it that way. But like, I'm in the mind of I want to do as much damage as possible for the whole fight. But I don't know.
Which is a perfectly sound thing to think if it was a straightforward fight. But it's not. This is ultimate. And this is where all of our CDs matter. All that mitigation, those little 10% here and there, can mean the difference between wiping or surviving.
So what do we lose?
We lose sheet DPS on nil, we lose overall pass number, but we don't lose anything besides that.
No, what do we lose mitigation-wise?
Well, I know Troubadour is fucky, Laffy's mentioned that in the past, Tomo's mentioned his trick attacks. I'm sure
So
Azu
what does
has
Fluffy use
issues too.
Troubadour on during now?
When do you live?
What do you use it on during now?
First 2 stacks.
Which is a good
Or
time to use it.
potential stacks. Then it's back
So the
up for
question is,
first
do we
trio.
even need it there?
Why wouldn't I use it there?
Well, so like mitigation is pointless if healing covers it anyway.
Hmm.
but less healing will be
Well,
required.
there can always go something. Yeah, something can always go wrong. It's safer, and it's a long fight. You don't want to take risks.
Yeah, it's the question that you ask yourself: would you rather have Troubadour, or would you not? And the answer is almost always, yes, I would like Troubadour. Thank you. And that
And it's
kind
refresh
of
timing too.
yeah, and that also applies to the rest of his timings on Troubadour, because he'll need them later. Because this fight has shit tons of magical damage.
And there's literally no reason not to hold DPS on there. Like, none at all. I really don't see Jimmy's point at all.
But I mean, you just lose DPS overall. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
but-
don't need it.
We're not. Are we really doing this fight to get a pass, or are we doing this fight to clear it though?
But that's the
Realistically
thing. Like,
speaking.
like if you just wanna, like, I wanna do both.
We can do both. Like we can,
Oh shit! I haven't moved.
we can clear. And, like we're not. If we clear this, we're gonna do it again. Like I don't know about everyone, but if we clear this, I'm sure people would like to do it again, and then we
What?
can focus on
Yeah.
then
We
can
have to
I
go
mean,
to Uvu.
To be honest, I don't think anyone really looks at.
Well, it depends when we
UCoB
clear Jim,
blocks.
because there might not even be time to do you, and it might be more worthwhile to just re-clear. We'll see.
I mean, it's just the fact alone that you cleared it and you didn't buy. The
Well, let's not
I
get
don't
into
see
a
that.
discussion about stuff that's
Yeah.
not even on the horizon of killing this fucking fight. So, let's... I don't know. Did you reach an end point, an agreement about if we're holding or not?
Well, if you go to a vote system and 3 out of 4 of your DPS want to hold, I'd say it's probably a good idea.
Well,
And also, we're not the only group that does it. We're not in this like vacuum where, oh my god, why is this group holding their DPS?
yeah, but it doesn't matter about other groups, though, does it? You know, like we're our own group.
Yeah, we can't learn anything from those people who cleared this fight. Not a thing.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
I think, I don't know. I just, we're a good enough group to push DPS. But, like, it's just, if we want to go the easy way, then that's fine.
No, not really. The more DPS we do, it's kind of diminished. That's all it does. Like there's
I
only
was
so
joking.
much. There's only so much damage you can do to Nil, even in best ever.
I was just joking. Like, instead of holding, we need to clear Nail 1 or 2 minutes faster. Just isn't realistic at all.
All right.
I will have a talk later with each DPS individually, and I want to see the numbers and FF logs, and I want to know who use where what, but we will do that after outside of raid.
Now let's get back to practicing this shit. Ready, check it.
Refresh.
Ready,
really
check.
need to-
Ready check complete.
Let's go.
Adlo. Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Hatch, Jimmy. Buster. Hash, Lapy. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash, Azurin,
A.
Tomo. Buster. Hash, Tomo, Azurin. Twisters. Hash, Azurin,
2.
Jimmy. Adlo. In then out.
Right.
Fire in. Cleanse 1, Mice. Cleanse 2, Toe Marks, NW, E, double fire out. Stack then out.
I get it.
Cleanse 1, Lapy. Cleanse 2, Azurin, fire in. Cleanse 3, Danza. Adlo.
Hey, it.
Spread. I might be dead.
Spread then in.
And in.
Fire in. Thunder. 1. Cleanse 1, Jin. Cleanse 2, Jimmy. Cleanse 3, Mice. Dive 1, Mice. Dive then away from tank. Dive 3, Jimmy. Spread then out.
I get.
In then out.
I'll get close and then out.
Oh. Sorry, I don't know why.
Skip.
man.
Adlo.
On one, looking for die.
Twisters. Shaker.
Don't heal too much if you are low on mana.
I don't know. You said my carry on.
Nail. Stack on one.
Tower.
Fuck.
One, two,
Chica Flare. Spread then in.
From empty
Spread,
dynamo
then in.
and spread.
Chica Flare.
flat into flare breath. Everything's falling next.
Twisters.
No tower on nail. Stay at the edge. That's my tower. 1, 2, make your way in. Fireball stab, press the button 1.
Chica Flare.
Alright. Triple flare breath. I'm done.
Right.
Stay paddling now.
Hash. Lapy. Wise. Jan.
Going to.
Hash. Lapy. Wise. Jan.
What?
Oh, cover. Azurun.
Safe spot.
Jin, when you died, your fucking ball changed target. That was so. If you be careful dying to those because the extra dives will go on with the targets. She'll still do 8. Unfortunately.
Hit by the hatch.
Yeah.
But there was also a huge lag before the first hatch exploded, for me at least.
I moved after the animation, so got damage from it.
Well, even besides that, Jin, you did alright. You were killed because of the extra dive hitting you. I think. Yeah, because the other ball didn't.
No, I died from hatch. 100k from hatch.
Yeah.
I said
But
Jin.
I went in after the animation. Ah, okay. Sorry, you were really quiet at the beginning of your sentence. Maybe it's me.
Its
Anyway.
flow is ready.
Let's go.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Hash, Azurin. Buster. Hash, Lapy. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash, Tomo, Lapy. Buster. Hash, Jimmy, Azurin. Twisters.
The fuck?
Hash, Jimmy, Azurin. Adlo. Adlo. In then out.
Right.
Out.
Fire in. Two. Cleanse 1, Danza. Cleanse 2, J marks, Heat, SW, and Fire out. Stack then out.
B, then out.
Cleanse 1, Magna. Thunder. Cleanse 2, Mize. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Azurin.
Oh god.
Spread then out.
Then out.
Fire in.
Yeah, was stunned. Damage. Paralyzed.
Cleanse 1. Lathan. Cleanse 2. Tomo. Cleanse 3. Jimmy.
Fast protect.
Dive 1. Mice.
It is spread.
Dive
Spread
2.
and
away from tank. Dive 3. Lathan.
I tell you every time, if you stack in the lane of B, you're gonna have trouble. One place where B always returns.
And then stack.
Stack and stay. Make sure you're close enough for dynamo.
Spread then in.
Spread, then in. Should skip tank buster. Get to D. No, I don't think over there just goes up because okay. Also sometimes I still have piercing down. Which is why I've been killed this few times. It's like a 1 second thing. But anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. Just wanted to know.
On one, look for die.
Adlo. Twisters. Shaker.
No, that's nice. Looking for nail.
Tower.
Far.
1, 2.
Jika Flare. Adlo.
Felroot is next. Looking for nail.
And then spread.
In,
Away from
then
empty and spread.
Oh, that's convenient.
Jika Flare. Twisters.
Tower on nail. Stay at the edge. 1, 2, figure in.
Chica player.
Triple flare breath coming up. Alright, 10 strike is next. Staying for an Adlo.
Adlo.
Giant crit!
Spread.
Hash. Danza. Jimmy. Jin. Hash. Danza. Jimmy.
You
Jin.
were too close.
I was too close. I was too close. I was too close.
No!
Safe.
Get the ball. Get the ball!
Oh, sorry.
Safe spot. You
I
died.
thought it exploded.
It kept following you!
I thought it exploded.
You can run, but you can't hide!
Nice play, Jin. If that happens the other way around, where like I can go to the 2, I'll do that. And if you can go to here, that would be great.
Yep.
That was really good. Because of the way we spread, I'm closer to 2 if we need to move someone to there.
Yeah.
That was good.
I didn't see that someone at A had the hatchet first, so I was confused.
A was free, and Jin went there from D.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And then I took D, and then Tomo covered me.
I was wondering if
Yeah. I was running to Danza to intercept D together with Tomo, but then Magni was dead, so I needed to run back to Jin. It was seriously hilarious. One more pool and then we're holding a break. Eat the flow ready.
Let's go.
Adlo. Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Twisters.
I suppose it's good practice for Terra Flare phase. Oh dear.
Hash. Jimmy. Buster. Hash. Tomo. Twisters. Phase 3 push.
Skipped floor.
Hash. Tomo. Azure.
A.
Buster. Hash. Azure.
A.
Tomo. Twisters. Hash, Azurin,
A.
Tomo.
Oh no.
Nice, just do this instead.
In then out.
Right.
Out.
Fire in. Cleanse 1, Jimmy.
Yes.
Cleanse 2, Maris, NW, SE, NW. Fire out.
Fire out. It's a jumper.
Stack then in. Dynamo.
Beam Dynamo, stack and snare.
Two. Cleanse 1, Mize.
Thunder.
Thunder. Cleanse 2, Jin. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Leipzig.
Spread.
Spread then in. Dynamo.
Then in.
Fire in.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cleanse 1, Magnet.
I'm gonna slow rise.
Cleanse 2, Tomo. Cleanse 3, Danza.
It's Isaac.
I cast Protect.
Yeah.
Dive 1, Azurin.
Stack.
Go
Away
to from
beam.
tank then stack. Dive 3,
C.
Jimmy. Atlo.
I get him. Oh, okay.
Oh.
You died.
Alright. 5 minutes break. Yeah, back.
Yeah. My timings are off.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You left
back.
Gene.
Oh, I got thrown out because of us. I was AFK.
Probably, yeah.
Is everyone ready?
Well, we need to go out again, eh? Okay, everyone is ready. Gonna queue in again.
Kind of on the topic of sausage. I once knew some Americans like legit didn't know what a sausage roll was. Can you imagine not knowing what a sausage roll is? How much they're missing? Oh dear.
What is it rolled in?
Pastry.
In bread?
Could
Pastry?
be pastry. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be pastry. Could be bread. Could be anything really.
But
Just
isn't that the
sausage.
same thing as hot dogs?
Sausage.
No, it's not the same thing as hot dogs. The
It's cooked.
sausage is different.
Yeah,
and it's
like
cooked, yes.
it's cooked with the pastry on the bread. It's not like put in afterwards. So I guess that's the distinction. Good party
Do
food.
you know those frikandeln? Those Geflügelrollen? They, you can get those at... I'm talking to Jin right now. You can
Netherlands.
get those at...
Game on!
Yeah, the Netherlands, or... I mean those on the...
Frikandellen.
bake... I mean those on the baking shops
Ready,
with
check,
pastry
complete.
around.
With
Blätterteig.
Blätterteig.
Yeah, Blätterteig is pastry, basically.
Alright, gentlemen, let's go.
Sausage rolls are something like this, but not
I like
exactly.
beefy.
It's called puff pastry.
Adlo.
Oh yeah, it's puff pastry.
Right.
I'm very late. We may see the last tank buster.
Twisters.
Sorry, I distracted you.
We will see it anyways.
And
Buster.
the second twister. as
Yeah,
well.
we sowieso gonna
Yeah.
see that one.
Definitely.
Phase 2 push.
Staying here then.
Escape.
Okay.
Or not.
Wow.
Hash.
We know
Azure.
nothing, apparently.
We will definitely see it. What?
I got Jon Snow on the line here.
Buster. Hash. Jimmy. Twisters.
Always skillful, Magni.
Phase 3 push.
I like to scare you.
Hash. Azurin. Lady.
Hey.
Buster. Hash, Jimmy, Azurin. Twisters. Hash, Jimmy, Azurin.
2. No!
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Adlo. Immense stack.
Right.
Fire in. Cleanse 1, Magnet. Cleanse 2, Late Marks, NE, S, W, Fire out. Stack then in. Cleanse 1, Mice. Cleanse 2, Jimmy. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Azurin.
Spread.
Spread then out.
Then out.
Fire in.
Oh, lovely.
Thunder.
Bye bye.
What?
2. Cleanse 1, Danza. Cleanse 2, Jin. Cleanse 3, Tomo.
Okay, you're good.
Zo was hem.
Dive 1, Levy.
It's stacked.
Dive from Tank then Danza. Dive 3, Tomo. Adlo. Immense stack.
Dynamo and beam.
Spread then out.
Then out.
Adlo. Twisters. Shaker. Tower.
Ah,
1, 2.
Giga Player.
Was late, sorry.
Spread then in. From MT.
Spread,
Dynamo, and
then
spread. Giga Player. Twisters.
No tower now. No attack. See out the first hyper over. 1, 2, in. Dog, somebody drop a
Giga
hyper
Player.
mid. It's on you, Magni, I think. Triple Flare Breath on Magni.
Adlo.
Shield this Magni, you're gonna get wrecked.
Okay.
Yeah. It's only rampant now.
Yeah,
Okay. Putting it back.
luckily crit low.
I have
Adlo.
Okay, crit low then.
Spots.
Hash. Danza. Tomo. Mize. Hash. Danza. Tomo. Mize. Safe spot. Safe spot. Giga Player.
In the bubble.
Just flatten out the music on the ground.
Okay.
Also absorbs ult. And it's the flare breath after as well, so it blows. With the flare breath before then. Octet coming up. We're looking for Baha and then opposite him.
One. Ajiravi. Nail. 3. Jin.
Counter.
4. Tomo. 5. Magna.
counter.
6. Jimmy.
Spring.
Red mark.
7. Danza. Baha.
I got
You died.
Yeah.
Tower. Twisters.
Hey, I did it.
By the way, you can totally use Sprint for Earth Shakers and Grand Octet. If you pop it slightly before the markers appear.
Can't use it for the second set though, I think.
And not for the second set.
Yeah, only the first set. I guess you don't really need it so much for the second set.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened there was some people started to run clockwise, and I think that placed dives, like, they were basically behind, so that's why the dives were going a bit awkward. I'm gonna double check, just have a look.
Yeah, I started clockwise, but
Yeah.
try to just.
So Bahamut was east, which is cardinal.
Mhm.
Which is counterclockwise. Yeah, I just think we got too far behind because of that. The stack for Mega Flare will be to the right of Twin. And the bait will be to the left. And then if the person who baits needs to take a tower, we will leave the closest tower to the left side of Twin. If all goes well. We did a good job on Earthshake. No deaths. Everybody got safe spots. Alright,
Guys ready?
well, let's go.
Stack for Mega Flare is on the left side of Twin. No.
Right side.
Right
If you
right.
if you look
Right.
at her,
Yeah, if you're
Adlo.
looking at Twin, it's the right side. If you're, and the bait is on the left if you're looking at her. Which you will be, because you'll be looking.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Hash. Laping. Buster. Hash. Tomo. Twisters.
I have a West.
Stuck on.
Phase
Ow.
3 push.
That's very pro.
How did that work?
I protect her.
Hash. Jimmy. Azurin. Buster. Hash. Lapy. Jimmy. Twisters.
I got her. I thought this would happen.
Hash. Azurin.
No, it's
Tomo.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the fire.
You died.
Greed.
No, it's not, I was just giving you
The
some-
fire made them turn a little bit away. That's why.
Yeah, that's normally still safe.
Twin was facing away from healer position, but when Magni moved her, then she was facing slightly towards it. Gotta be careful, Mags. Don't plummet them. That'll be useful later as well.
Oh, I could have used rescue. Fuck. I saw it coming, and I could have used rescue. Shit. Next time.
It was just on the.
And it's a
Uh,
fact.
it's
Ultimate is
already-
just Tanya jumping down on you, and she was so far away from you.
Yeah, the cone is, like you said yourself, very big.
Yeah.
It goes from you to like the edge of the arena when you're in that position. It's very big.
How much was this emote again?
It's free for the
Gotta do the beast tribes.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
finished
that-
them now.
And
Just
then there's
need
one
to
more
find
quest.
the quest. Yeah, I need to find the quest. I'm not good with quest.
Study check complete.
I have to do the quests.
We are going. Let's go.
Adlo. Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Hash, Jimmy. Buster. Hash, Laping. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash, Jimmy, Laping. Buster. Hash, Jimmy, Tomo.
I've gamed the back.
Twisters. Hash, Tomo, Laping. Adlo.
I get it.
Double dive.
The really big iPhone.
And then stack.
Right.
Okay, let me.
Stack up.
Fire in. 1. Cleanse 1, Jin. Cleanse 2, Mark Sansa, NW, SE, W. Fire out. Stack then in.
Beam dynamo.
Cleanse 1, Tomo. Thunder. Cleanse 2, Laping. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Azurin.
Spread.
Spread then out.
Out after.
Fire in. Cleanse 1, Magnet. Cleanse 2, Mice. Cleanse 3, Jimmy. Dive 1, Azurant.
Spread.
Dive
Spread
2,
then
away from
Tomo.
tank. Dive 3, Mice.
Me. Yeah, I couldn't take it.
Well,
You died.
Even if it was on me, I still have Vuln, so...
was the dive wrong? Or what happened?
No, I tried to pre-position because I was paralyzed. And I was a bit too far out.
Did you find a new victim, Gene?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it
still
is
on
already.
dancer.
What about
Okay.
my character?
You're a child. That
Too
would be
small.
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's just that my power is more concentrated.
Adlo.
The power of early bull.
Yeah. And animation lock into dying.
Oh fuck, no I'm late.
Smaller creatures and smaller brains.
They also have mind.
Twisters.
Wow. Racist.
Brain size affects it.
Buster.
I didn't take any damage though.
Phase 2 push.
Didn't do the last ball.
I'm just too powerful.
It's more to hit, more.
Tiny notes.
Hash. Azurant.
I have the biggest brains. It's
The egg.
unbelievable. And Jin.
The eggs are good.
What?
Buster.
How did you both receive
Hash.
damage from it?
Lapy.
There's
I got
Twister coming up.
Twisters.
so I pop awareness when you take it, but you managed to crit me with another second spell.
Phase 3 push.
That's why I took damage.
Hash. Jimmy. Tomo. Buster. Hash. Tomo. Jimmy. Twisters.
Oh, wow.
I get him.
Hash. Tomo. Lapy.
Don't stack.
That's a death sentence.
team player.
Buster. Adlo. In then stack.
Right.
Fire in. Cleanse 1. Azurin. Cleanse 2. Mark Magna N. S. N. Fire out. Thunder. Stack then out.
B, then out.
Three. Cleanse 1. Jimmy. Cleanse 2. Lapy. Fire in. Cleanse 3. Jin.
Scared. We go back a minute. Spread.
Spread then out.
Then out.
Fire in. Cleanse 1. Danza. Cleanse 2. Tomo. Cleanse 3. Mice. Dive 1. Jimmy. Dive 2 and away from tank. Dive 3. Lapy. Stack then out. Spread then out.
Spread. For a second I thought we'd got hit. It's just elusive.
Adlo.
Fall after hit points.
Now I'm imagining like this anime thing where you dodge all the spear.
Like in Sekiro.
Yeah.
Adlo. Adlo. Twisters. Shaker.
Did I grab your tether?
No. On one. Look for the nail.
Stack.
Par.
One.
Giga Flare. Spread then in from MT,
Spread,
Dynamo,
then
and
in.
spread. Giga Flare.
Ball is next.
Twisters.
More tower. Stay out. For the first one. 1, 2, go in.
Giga Flare.
Yeah, Tomo, on snow res.
Get away from the rings. Triple whatever from Danzo. Playing it safe though. Alright, we got 10 strike next.
Maybe an echo spread.
I cast protect.
Adlo.
Position.
Spread.
Hash. Azurin. Tomo.
Taking A.
Danza. Hash. Azurin. Tomo. Danza.
No, I won't.
Okay, you will.
That shaker's coming up.
Safe spot.
Rotate.
Rotate Magni.
Safe spot.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Good.
Come back a little bit from the boss.
Giga Flare.
You can't stay on the boss.
I was standing on top of Dancer.
More res.
Alright, this is the whole thing back.
Adlo.
Alright, we got tech.
And cast protect.
Okay, looking for Bahamut and then going opposite after the first stab.
One.
Going
Leifimo.
clockwise.
3. Jin. 4. Jimmy. 5. Danza. 6. Magna.
Focus sprint with the research dragon after here. Right, sprint now. Then wait for that red mark to
7. Azurin. Baha.
Huh.
Tower. Twisters.
Indeed.
Let me just shock something. Okay. Yeah, so Bama was the west. We were going clockwise, so that was right. So why am I getting hit by the dive? You know what? You know what I think it is? I think we might have to start going mid a bit sooner. Let me see. Where did the dive actually go? It's hard to see
Yeah.
because my camera wasn't actually looking.
I was thinking the same. We can try it out to not like go so far, but a bit, just a bit past Bahamut and then in.
Yeah.
Just wait for the marker, of course, but don't. I don't know.
Okay.
Hmm?
I think I know what happened actually. So, the last dragon mark was not like it wasn't past that dragon, if you know what I mean. It was sort of like it was like on the other side, but sort of in front, but not quite. So the dragon wasn't diving like in the same pattern as the rest. It was sort of faced a bit more towards 2, because Bahamut was like basically Bahamut's here, right? He was here. Last dragon was like here at the south, and the green mark. Say the dragon is like right here. The green mark went out like here, so it was locked in about here. So it dived from where I am towards A, which is obviously not ideal, because you would want it diving towards Bahamut.
So we were too quick.
No, we were too slow. But actually, maybe too quick as well. Actually, yeah, because we could have been slower, but the risk with that is getting hit by a different dive, because there is a dive hitting that dragon, like it's the ice dragon or something in that run we did there.
How many dragons do we pass until we pop sprint?
So the best time to pop sprint is when we are about to reach the last dragon before Bahamut. So we don't pop sprint like at Bahamut or after we pass the dragon, we pop it just before we reach the last dragon. So in this case, like there was... So C is Bahamut. Well actually, let's make B Bahamut because that's his name. And C was a dragon. And there was a dragon here too. Alright, so... we want to be popping sprint around like here, between these 2 dragons. So C is the last dragon in this example, and B is Bahamut. So we want to be popping sprint between these 2 dragons, and then we'll sprint past this dragon. We'll place the mark around this location. Then we'll sprint past Bahamut, red mark will go out, and then we'll run in. And I think most of us wouldn't have been hit if that dragon was diving towards Bahamut instead of diving towards A. Well, yeah, it was about A. Maybe a little bit closer to the edge. So yeah, I'll try and call the sprint better for that, now that we know the timing. If you happen to pop sprint early, just don't panic, stay with the group, and then when I say pop sprint, just go full like run. That's when you full run. You don't have to stay with the group at that point, because that's where you'll be sprinting anyway, if that makes sense. So we'll try that. Okay. But otherwise we're doing it correctly, we just need to get our timing right. Like we were all fine there, we went the right way. We went to go back in. So the issue... So what I'm seeing from us is...
Twisters.
We just need that sprint timing to be there. And I didn't realise how important it was until now, but it's important for that last dragon to be facing towards Bahamut and not anywhere else. Okay. Of course. As well do it to me. I shall try to call.
Is Flo ready?
Alright. Let's go. And I think one last thing is, once we pass Bahamut, we don't have to be like right on the edge anymore on the side. We can be a little bit more towards the center.
Adlo.
Just a few steps. We'll make it easy to go to the dragon. And then Bahamut.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Hash, Azurin. Buster. Hash, Tomo. Twisters. Phase 3 push.
It's back again. Twisters.
Hash, Jimmy, Tomo. Buster. Hash, Jimmy, Lapey. Twisters.
Spicy.
Hash, Lapey,
Hey.
Azurin.
I think that's what I'm
Just in case it gets powered.
In then out.
Outer.
Fire in. Cleanse 1, Tomo. Cleanse 2, Marks, NW, SE, SW. Fire out. Stack then in. Cleanse 1, Jimmy. Cleanse 2, Magna. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Danza. Spread then out.
Out after.
Fire in. Thunder. 1. Cleanse 1, Jin. Cleanse 2, Azurin. Cleanse 3, Lapey. Dive 1, Muz. Dive 2, Tank then Jimmy. Dive 3, Azurin. Spread then aim.
Spread and then drag to it. In.
I killed him.
Stack then out.
Beam, then out. Let's transition.
Boom.
Wow.
Stay down.
Yeah.
I get him up.
Okay.
I can't reach him.
Twisters. Shaker. Tower.
1, 2.
Chica Flare. Spread then aim. From empty, dynamo, and spread. Chica Flare. Twisters.
No tower.
Chica Flare.
Strike next. Positions.
Hash, Danza, Jin, Azurin. Hash, Danza, Jin, Azurin.
What?
What?
Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Safe spot.
On me.
Come on.
Safe spot.
Really?
You died.
Hey,
hard to steer these things.
Magni, honestly, I'd say it's better to be too far than too close. So just take a step back, take a breath, and you'll be alright.
Yeah, I will take it if Asuhun is in it. I see Tomo always running to D, so we will cut it covered.
Yeah, I ran to 2 because I didn't see Azu, I saw the other 3 DPS, so I thought 2 was free, so I started running 2. And that's my bad. So sorry Azu,
Yeah.
I did not mean to push you off 2, but
It worked.
yeah.
Almost, at least.
And yeah,
Yeah,
Tomo,
that's good. That's good.
yeah, like most of the time, Tomo, you'll probably be our backup for that. Like if me or Jin has to move and then there's only one of us at D, we'll most likely be the backup, and if not you, then someone else.
Alright, each close ready.
Alright, let's go. I like smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was by everyone.
Yeah.
Twisters. Buster.
It's super speed, by the way.
Phase 2 push. Twisters.
Oh,
Son of a fuck.
What?
You die.
Surprised that Twister actually let me do that. They usually disappear when
I'm surprised we didn't skip.
probably the lag. But
We've got some really long pulls today.
Next, each flow ready.
alright, let's go.
They look like we either wipe right away after 5 minutes or after 10.
Adlo. Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Hash. Laping. Buster. Hash. Jimmy. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash. Lapy. Tomo.
I moved closer to you.
How did that?
I locked in earlier. I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was in the middle, but I probably locked in earlier.
A couple things.
And I died in nice shiny lines though, and I died together with Jin. It's always
Mhm.
That's a good way to go.
yeah.
There's a better love story than Twilight.
Now kiss.
Yeah, if I have a problem, Jin likes Danza, and eat the flow ready.
Let's go.
Different topic.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push, Twisters. Hash, Tomo. Buster. Hash, Azurin. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash, Lapy, Tomo. Buster. Hash, Lapy, Jimmy. Twisters. Hash, Lapy, Azurin. Adlo.
Oh, I had both.
I get him up.
Okay.
Be double again.
Thunder. Immense stack.
It's beam afterwards.
Fire in. Cleanse 1, Azurin. Cleanse 2, Mardanza, N-E, S, N. Fire out. Stack then out.
Hey! Why don't I do a stack?
3. Cleanse 1. Jimmy. Cleanse 2. Mice. Fire in. Cleanse 3. Jin. Spread then in. Fire in.
I got it.
Cleanse 1. Magnet. Cleanse 2. Lapy. Cleanse 3. Tomo. Go to it. Dive 10 away from tank. Dive 3. Jimmy. Adlo.
Just to be upskill this one. Push.
Spread then in.
Spread, then in.
Stack then out.
B, out. Tackles back. I also see if I can get some ball. Skip.
Adlo. Twisters. Shaker. Tower. Chica Flare.
Valor is next.
I got it.
Spread then in.
Spread.
Dynamo and spread.
Then in. Emergency heals on Maggie.
Yeah.
In.
Chica Flare. Twisters.
No tower on there.
No.
You died. Giga player.
Tomo is second.
Yes.
Good call.
Giga.
Just, yeah. Triple flare breath on me. Defiance.
Healer be into. Or no? Oh,
No.
10 strikes next. Combos are running.
Simulation box.
Hash. Jin. Leipy. Tomo.
Going to.
Hash. Jin. Leipy. Tomo.
Oh no!
Safe.
Ball? Yeah, my bad, I was close
You
to
died.
it.
Well, we had a good recovery for failure at least. Did you get hit by the Mega Flare circles, Jim? Is that why your health was like 3 digits on the towers? Or was it something else?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We just didn't
Maybe
have
just-
Atho spread. Not a high shield, I think.
I always do soccer there. I don't know.
Might be in proximity to the middle.
Yeah, maybe that.
Alright.
I was looking at Azor. Yeah. Who is next to Jimmy?
Domo.
Is everybody happy with the way I call for the male towers? Because I noticed that Jim might have got a bit confused. I don't know if that was my fault. I tried to exaggerate the north and basically just asking for people
No.
want me to keep doing.
I thought I just looked at other people and I thought that Tomo was wrong.
Oh, okay. Right. Well,
I thought he wanted to go to Jimmy's tower.
okay. As long as it wasn't that.
It's close, really.
Alright, let's go. Just want to make sure that I'm not confusing people. Yes,
Adlo.
I do want that to be the case.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push.
That's pretty good to see.
Hash. Tomo. Buster. Hash. Leipy. Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash, Tomo, Azurin. Buster. Hash, Lapy, Azurin. Twisters. Hash, Lapy, Tomo. Adlo. In then stack.
Set.
Fire in. Two. Cleanse 1, Danza. Cleanse 2, Marks, Heat, SW, and fire out Y. Stack then in. Cleanse 1, Magnet. Cleanse 2, Jimmy. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Lapy. Spread then in.
In afterwards.
Fire in. Thunder. Cleanse 1, Mize. Cleanse 2, Tomo. Cleanse 3, Azurin. Dive 1, Jimmy. Away from tank then stack. Dive 3, Tomo. Stack then out. Spread then in. Adlo. Twisters. Shaker. Stack.
Ah.
Giga Flare.
Valerian's
And then spread.
in.
Away from NT and spread. Giga Flare. Twisters.
No tower. One,
Giga Flare.
Let's focus on these hatches. Spread.
Hash. Jimmy.
He is free.
Mize. Magno.
A.
Hash. Jimmy. Mize. Magno.
Shake's coming up.
Safe spot. Safe spot. Giga Flare.
I'll go down flat into flavor. Alright, we're coming up to looking for Barmut. Let's focus on these three targets. For Barmut, and then look opposite. And we're going
Nail
clockwise.
opposite.
1. Mize.
Clockwise to
Nail.
left of
3.
nail.
Tomo.
Left of nail, left
4.
of nail.
Ajurin.
Now,
5. Danza. You
if
die.
nail is
6.
opposite Barmut,
Danza.
you have to move one space to the left or the right, depending on which way you're going.
7. Stack Danza. Baja.
Ah, okay.
It was like a key to turn the camera 180 degrees, right?
I think it was the first time we're at nail.
It's the first, yeah,
exactly
yeah,
opposite.
yeah. It's the first time that's ever happened. But yeah, it can happen.
So if we go clockwise, we go left of nail.
Clockwise would be right of nail, I think.
Wait, do we go back or
Alright, so I'll show you.
forward?
Well, okay, so we're looking at like Barmut, pretend twin is Barmut, and C is nail. If we call clockwise, then you have to rotate one space to the right. But if we call counterclockwise, you'll have to rotate one space to the left of nail, like if you're looking at nail after doing your 180.
But then we went to the wrong side, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He was intercardinal.
But the
Yeah,
whole line got hit by nail anyway, so it was... Yeah.
So when you're on PC, you can hit V to turn the camera 180 degrees. Should be pretty useful.
No, I can't.
Did you want anything else to be?
No.
Well, there's a keybind for that, so maybe you should do that.
Don't need to.
I'm just saying it's probably useful.
But what? For what?
You turn your camera around, basically, the opposite direction. So
For
you can check if you're still looking the opposite way around, for example.
wait. Huh. Okay. I just 180 my camera.
Exactly. Oh no. Yeah, we should press the button, it does that.
Last pull. I think what I'm going to try and do is...
Ready check complete.
I'm going to put the marks A, B, C, etc. on the cardinals. It'll help identify Barman's position, because it's a little tricky.
I'm always looking at the middle map. It's really easy. Because there's like a little cone showing where your camera is facing. That's how I check.
Alright, let's go. Last ball. Let's see if we can get to that update again.
Twisters. Buster. Phase 2 push. Twisters.
God. I'm pleased I stopped there, because if I just tried to join the stack straight away, I would kill them.
Hash. Azurin. Buster. Hash. Azurin.
Really?
Twisters. Phase 3 push. Hash. Azurin.
Wow.
Jimmy.
2.
Buster. Hash, Lapy, Jimmy. Twisters. Hash, Jimmy, Tomo. Adlo. Immense stack. Fire in. Cleanse 1, Magna. Cleanse 2, Jim Marks, NE, SE, SW. Fire out. Thunder. Stack then out. Two. Cleanse 1, Tomo. Cleanse 2, Jin. Fire in. Cleanse 3, Azurin. Spread then out. Fire in. Cleanse 1, Mize. Cleanse 2, Danza. Cleanse 3, Magna. Go to it. Away from empty. Dive 10 away from Danza. Dive 3, Mize. Stack then in. In then out. Adlo. Adlo. Twisters. Shaker. Stack.
Far.
Chica player.
Valorant's next. Looking for nail.
In then spread.
In.
Away from
Then
empty
spread.
and spread. Chica player.
Twister.
Twisters.
No tower. Scout for one.
Chica player.
Strike next.
Hash. Jin. Lapy. Mice.
Covering 2.
Hash.
A.
Jin.
Okay,
Lapy.
you take it.
Mice.
Earth Shakers.
Safe spot. Safe spot. Chica player.
OS.
Coming up around 10. Know what we said about nail. Counter.
1. Jazuran. Nail. 3. Tomo. 4. Jimmy. 5. Mice. 6. Danza.
Up sprint.
7.
Mid.
Lapy. Baha.
Magni,
You died.
left of twin.
Tower.
It's a little bit. Yeah, she's locked in the middle.
Twisters.
Try to
Oh,
absorb.
it didn't move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least the dragons went mostly well, but still got work to do. But Earthshakers went really well. small tip for it as well. As soon as you see nail dive, don't wait for it to finish, just go. I think some people fell behind because of that. Sprint timing was good. This is kind of fun, just seeing everyone sprint at the same time. Let's see. Also, I can confirm that the MF stack is always 2 DPS, 1 healer, 1 tank. So we can make sort of some priority systems for towers. They won't be perfect because they're random.
You could just say start from furthest
Yeah,
20,
like I said,
and then yeah,
what I was
just
saying.
no matter
last
the
week-
job, and the rest can adjust. There's enough time.
One thing I said last year is that we could do far towers with a healer and a tank, since there will always be a healer in the stack, so the healer will be evenly spread. The DPS take the closer towers to nail twins already. But we had Barmut at like 55 point something% when he went up to tent.
Yeah.
So that more than enough DPS on there. Stack, but I think it did so good. So that's good. I only do that if you need it, but it's good for just practicing that phase. Because it basically makes the stack irrelevant. Just need to focus on the tiles. That last run we had twin in the south. This is basically 2. And then we had 3 towers at D. There was one on B and then one like left and right of D, like clockwise and counterclockwise. There was 3 far towers, and the closest tower was next to 2. That one. One other thing, like if that happens, say the tower is on the opposite side of the person baiting, whoever the tank is in the MF stack can grab that tower as well. Because since tank ranges, just need to be careful about this stuff. And that's all I have to say. I saw Bam a lot today, it was good. Saw a few octets.
Yeah, like I think.
Yep. So I'd say at this point, with octets so close to being done, we should start looking at Terraflare, Twin Nail Phase. We need to look at our positions and how we're going to use the Neuralinks for triple leg. It's always on. Sorry.
Does someone have a macro button for the mitigation?
For golden, yeah, I've got one of those. But I'm going to be popping that as Phoenix does his text bullshit, because you have to wait for Phoenix to stop talking, otherwise it pushes the chat.
Mitigation?
He's talking about golden phase. There's a lot of... you have to plan all of the mitigation, otherwise Monify will wreck our shit. But that's not your job, Azu, because you don't need to do anything there about, like, you can just faint whenever the hell you want, because it's all magic.
Yay! Just have
Probably
to
best...
that's a lot.
Yeah. Probably
In
the best
in the next phase, in the add phase, it's really important that everyone knows where to spread out after the stack.
Yeah.
For the twister.
If we
I-
assign
I have.
Yeah. As long as we know assigned positions and Neuralink order, because it's always DPS who get eggs, no one else gets eggs. It's always DPS, so it can either be both melee or ranged.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
So that spread there is for the after we take Thermionic, if we need to spread for Twisters or Raven.
Yeah, so everyone knows where to walk towards to, so we don't overlap in twisters and explode each other with twisters.
That's after fire?
No, it's Thermionic beam. It depends which what she says, but it can be, for example, it can be Chariot, Thermionic, and then Dive, for example. So you get away from Nail, you stack on 1, like we'll put a 1 mark there, and then she'll do Raven Dive, which we need to spread out for, because that's the knockback. The same thing that we spread for during Fell Ruin.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really new in the ads phase, apart from the fact that we have to deal with both of their shit at the same time.
And then Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's... They come in, they do Plummet and Raven's Claw, and then they go into doing Liquid Hells, so that's Laffy again, of course. Then they do Generate, Twister, then Nail will say her quotes, and then there'll be another Twister, and then it will be Mega Flare, which is raid-wide AoE, similar to Giga Flare. Doesn't hit quite as hard, but needs mitigation still. And then Tank Buster, and then it repeats again. The only difference is on the second rotation, Mega Flare and Tank Buster at the end switches places. So it'll be Tank Buster into Mega Flare on the second rotation. Oh, sorry. It's a fairly straightforward rotation. The hard part is spreading for Twisters, Dive, and coordinating Neuralinks, as well as keeping the tanks up through, both of them taking Tank Busters. Because they hit just as hard as they do in the other phases.
Sounds pleasant.
I've seen some groups do it like one tank tanks both and then they provoke, but I'm not so sure I'm very fond of that, but...
Double the auto hits. Maybe not the best idea.
But the generate, like the eggs aren't so bad because we know it'll always be on DPS, so we can make a plan for what happens if both ranged get it, basically. Because if both melees get it, it doesn't really matter because the ranged can go to the back one. But if both ranged get it, we need to make a priority system. A bit like we have in the first phase where Azu always goes further if Jimmy has it, for example.
I mean, I will always be on D, right?
Yeah, you'll always be on D.
That's nice.
Always.
Yeah, and if you and Jimmy get it, and you on D and Jimmy is on 2,
so
the melees need to go to the one melee that gets it and needs to go to A.
Yeah, it depends where Jimmy wants to stand. If he stands at the same place as he does in the first phase, which is like, in this phase would be beside 2, then that's where he'll go if both range get it. But I don't know where he wants to stand.
Yeah, he wants to stand there.
Then he gets 2 if both range get it. Then the melee has to go to A, whether it's Dragoon or Ninja.
Does she ever do Liquid House and Hedge at the same time?
No, that doesn't happen like in the first phase, no. She does Twisters though, during, like, every time. So
in the text guide you can see the rotation, kinda. Although, like the new quotes, are random, of course.
But I can tell you that she'll do Generate, and then she'll do Twister during the eggs are out. And if you're getting the close Neuralinks, you can take your egg and then dodge Twister. If you're taking the far one, you have to dodge your Twister then take the egg. Of course, if you're doing the close ones, you can dodge Twister then take it, but it's a bit risky. So it depends. So basically Jimmy's going to have the biggest job there learning both, because He might either be on D or 2. But it's the same shit as the first phase, so like it's nothing really new. It's just having 3 at the same time.
And remembering the twister.
Yeah.
There's a twister. Straight after she pops her eggs, she'll cast Twister. And then Nail will do her RP quotes, and then once Nail's finished her 3rd mechanic, Twister again.
Yeah, this is the one that most people struggle with because they're so conditioned to run back to the boss.
Yeah. Also, another thing about Neuralinks is if both ranged get it, whichever melee doesn't have an egg has to like go to tank side, otherwise you'll be killed by the close hatch. Because these hatches are much closer than in the first phase, because we're right next to those Neuralinks, like melee range, more or less. So we have to be careful to stand between them and away from them.
Okay.
Because if hatches are exploding at 8 and 2, of course you want to be standing on the opposite side of that. Still attacking the boss.
Right. Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Internet's shutting off.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
And Nail spawns at 45% health, Twin spawns at 40%. You can caster LB them as they spawn to hit them as they become targetable, which will reduce them both by about 5%. And I think we should try to focus a little bit more DPS on Nail because she's high HP, but also during things like Chariot and Beam, Twin will be more targetable for the melees because she'll be following the tank, whereas Nail will be off away from one doing Chariot and God knows what. So we'll have to look into how we're going to DPS them because they have to die at the same time.
So, Twin is easier to stay on for melees, but has lower HP.
Yeah.
Is it really easier to stay on with Nail having Dynamo as an option? Because you have to run away from Twin, and then you stop DPSing as you're sitting in the Dynamo, right?
Yeah, of
Unless
course.
Twin is right next to it.
Of course, if you're a melee in that situation, you can attack Nail. Like, I'm not saying don't. I'm
Right,
just
yeah.
saying with the fact that Nail is completely stationary during Chariot and pushes you away, so you can't attack her as a melee.
Right, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And she's also stationary during Thermionic, and I'm pretty sure she's a bit like sort of untargetable
Right,
during
yeah.
Raven's Dive, because she
I mean,
actually disappears.
If we need more DPS on Nail, I can just trick Nail.
Yeah, and also we need to like we can get into like the specifics. Like for example, we need slashing for the Paladin, for example.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
I mean, if I'm in melee range of both, it's pretty simple to keep my dot up on both.
Yeah, and dots. If you have dots, keep your dots running on both.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
It's worth doing that for your job. Obviously, for Bard, it is
Sure. I'm looking forward to that.
more procs.
Double the plots. Nice.
I don't think we'll have an issue with DPS. We just need to be careful about killing them at the same time.
Well, assuming we have a good run, right, we'll have LB free.
Yeah, caster LB3 at start. You can do it because they say something
At
like
start?
Overlord
Yes.
at the start of the ad phase. If you do it,
Why
the
not
reason-
caster?
You get
You
another
can do
one.
caster LB free to finish.
You get another
Oh,
one.
to get another one. Okay.
There's a choice. You can, if you do it to finish, you don't get another one for Barmut. But if you do it at the start, you get another one at the start
Don't
of
you?
Barmut.
I thought you get one no matter what at the start of Bahamut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Phoenix,
Yeah.
the Phoenix gives you full LB free as it revives you.
The benefit of doing it at the start, though, on a different subject, is that Jimmy doesn't have to worry about mechanics and doesn't have to worry about his rotation because he can cast it, forget about it, and then start his rotation.
No,
Yeah,
very
and,
true. But it runs the risk of not killing them at the same time, right?
No,
And
but
it's very,
we have,
it's very easy to get them both for 3% or something, and then just
we
cast
still
LB
have
free.
we still have an LB1 or LB2 probably, and
Yes.
then Lavi shoot them down. Then
You can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what HP it needs to be at for that to work then? For like LB2, for example.
LB2.
Like,
about
does it need to be at
2%.
2% or 1% or something? Right.
It's around 2%. There is a grace period before they enrage.
Yeah,
after
but
you
it's
kill one.
it's like 5 seconds though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not
something like that. It's about 2 GCDs. Because as soon as the other one dies, they start casting it. But, yeah. Let's focus on the mechanics first, and then we'll worry about that when we see it.
And does anyone also happen to know the length of downtime between the end of ad phase and golden?
If I looked it up, I could get you a good, like, an exact time. I don't know it off.
Yeah, I had to look up some as long as it's just wondering if someone knew offhand.
I mean,
I'm just wondering what cooldowns I have afterwards.
inboard I have a spreadsheet with timings that are roughly timings.
Is that the mitigation sheet? Is it on there?
Yeah. The Bahamut mitigation sheet. Bahamut timestamps.
It doesn't say.
I found the one for the raid tier. I didn't find the one for UCoB. Unless this is it, one second.
Oh, that's by the other
This
one
is-
it's set.
The only other thing I can find is just positions, unless it's in. I mean, it's not hard to figure it out. You can look at logs, you can look at videos.
Yeah, I just had to find a log. That's fine.
I think it's like a minute or less. Like it's between 30.
I think it's like 30 to 40 seconds, right?
Yeah, because he goes through the whole shit of casting Terra Flare.
Yeah.
And killing you, which is the cast takes about 15 seconds, I think, 10 to 15 seconds. Then he kills you, then you're dead, and then Phoenix comes in and revives you.
And then he
Spoiler.
reappears, and then
Oh my god. Sorry.
So he didn't see it.
She did. She saw it on Xeno's
Oh.
stream.
Okay.
because I also want to know what the plan is for the LB3 we get.
So
Because there's a
from what
couple of ways of doing it, but usually the DRG, that Dragoon, that LB3s at the start.
Yeah, the Dragoon LB's at the start because it doesn't fuck your timings if you
Yeah.
redo it.
Yeah, it's because otherwise Trick would misalign with everything for the rest of that
And then
phase.
you do the second LB3 when we
Yeah.
get it.
Okay, so we're doing that because the other alternative, if we're very confident we can keep all our buffs aligned, is to wait until all the buffs are dropped and the first 6 flares go out before using LB3. That's just what I've seen some groups do, but it's a bit harder to pull off.
Alright, let's have a look here. So from the moment that Twin and Nail die and the chains appear, till Bahamut is targetable, is about 61 seconds, so a minute basically. And that's from the moment that they die and you get chained. So there's nothing that can be targetable at that point anyway. And then you die, get back up, etc. Bahamut does a shit. It's a minute basically. 61 seconds is what I counted. Give or take a second.
Right. Okay.
And that's from them dying, so...
So that means I could literally Trick to finish off Twin or Nail. And
if
it's
it
still back
lines,
up.
Yeah, if it lines up,
Yeah.
yeah, click will be back up if you use it before they die, because it's a minute.
Yeah, and I'd use it 10 seconds into Golden Bahamut anyway, so it's fine. It's great.
Yep. I don't know if there's any variance on the time, depending on like how much ethereal attunement Bahamut has, but I don't think there is. I think it's just damage. And, well, 100% of a wipe, of course. So, yeah. We'll get this ad phase out of the way after Octet and we'll be on the home stretch. It's gonna be spooky, though. Gotta mitigate Akmon's, Afars, and dodge Exoflare.
Yeah.
My advice for Exoflare, play safe. Very, very safe. Don't be a hero.
JP strat.
Maybe not on our ping. Maybe not. I'm not saying it's impossible, but do you really want to eat an Exoflare after getting all that? I think what we'll do is we'll do the edge strat. So the tank will bring it to the edge with the party, because it's the safest way to do it, without throwing away all of that work you put into getting there. And you can still meet the enrage doing that method. You don't have to do the mid method. And we'll do the standard shit for Akmon. Home gang cooldowns, Hallowed, and every single cooldown we have. Which for you, Magni, will basically be, on the second one you use everything that isn't Sentinel, and then on the last one you use everything. And you get APOC too. Fortunately, we
Which
cannot.
one will I use? Hello, Tom.
Third. It's the 5 hit one. The 6 hit one is all of our cooldowns. So for you, that's Bulwark, Rampart, Sentinel, APOC. And for me, Vengeance, Thrill, might even go Unchained to be safe. I don't know. But it would be worth it.
I need to switch devices because my smartphone battery is dying. Be right back.
Okay.
Right.
Good night, guys.